Or stay out of foul trouble.
There's 63 seasons over 4. Work down low. Nembhard defending.
Down the smaller Nembhard and shot over.
Into you. Turner inside. Held. Punda.
And Turner made them pay to wrap him up. Nice job there by Turner.
Foul goes on Bridges. First line. 22.
Well, a challenge for Turner in spurts, but they need him.
Smith is on him. Robinson a screen.
Dribble penetration for that three.
Well, Neesmith, who's a great defender. Guys are going to be on the ball handler's gut.
Towns good. It's a rebound by Halliburton. Numbers the other.
Has he been from those corner three? Needs to play.
To carve his way in on Neesmith and Dub. Siakam quickly the other way. Back and forth.
Also early on offensively. But
up by Brunson. And they got to make.
Halliburton on a three by Turner.
Burton can rebound the ball and just bust tough to stop in transition.
And a turnover.
And a great job with this Knicks team. 50-win seasons for the first time in 20 long time.
Neesmith.
An issue for Neesmith.
Which I guess would make sense.
The lift.
Doubled inside. Twisting out of it. Getting it to.
It's an advantage somewhere on everybody.
Oh, on the driving Siakam.
Not only on the drive, as Siakam went around him. For Karl Anthony Towns. Towns at one end. Get the ball in quick.
That's where I think the real challenge is going to come. Being able to move laterally. And he's a tough guy to back down.
Point game 2 in the Garden. Separated by just 2 points and a half in the first quarter. And that beautiful fadeaway, but he's short and Halliburton 4-6-3.
Able to push it and get great shots.
Three. You needed to come out with a little down the three.
New York Knicks, even this series. Say it too loud.
Right now, Smith will tail him. And in
by Brunson. Excellent back screen.
Been big, assisting and scoring early for his gone. Siakam finds himself free.
Too quick once again. I talked about they cannot get into foul trouble early. Like he doesn't need to do this.
That is foul.
Here comes defense, tenacity.
Towns is out. Neesmith is out. Finish.
And the Knicks have nothing
over with the cut.
Just like we talked, pushes the ball in transition.
Nembhard is on top. Hard working in on Bridges.
One man that's going to shock him once he gets into that mid-post area.
Recognizing mismatches in transition.
Long reach, and the defense was there, but a fourth drive by Nembhard. Ball knocked behind in the turnover battle in this series so far.
Offense from your defense. Turnover by Nembhard. You throw it high to him and let him use that.
Bridges at the free throw line.
Guy to lead the break. He pushes it down.
Uncountered by a 9-2 New York Knicks. Halliburton long three.
8 for 41. Start 2 of 2. Can he continue to shoot? Well, it was interesting listening to OG. You know, he talked.
Wow, and Brunson shows it again right there.
On the road. For Indiana, it looks like Indiana's road offense, right? He
puts on the brakes, finds a gap and hits it.
And Halliburton putting on a show here.
Consecutive shots, 5.5 in the first.
For Damas.
Weaving through and a foul on the Knicks.
Stop, step back, body on him, and continue to.
Physical getting over those screens as needed.
Halliburton with the 20 points. Telluride X-line.
Defense, all Brunson kind of getting off of
Smith. I mean, we talked about it the other and show how he gets
Smith in defending the twirling Brunson. Halliburton has the last 7 points for Indy. And
game here.
Out of bounds
for the Pacers. Already 4 rebounds. This is the type of effort.
Hard picked up the foul at the other.
Well, and we see the and Landry Shamet, and that's in this series for Mitchell Robbins back in the game right now.
And as a coach, you think it
absolutely. And Tom Thibodeau with Towns with 2 fouls, Robinson need.
What Tibbs is doing here, you bring in Preston, you bring back Siakam.
TJ McConnell has also checked in for him.
Well, Josh Hart has shot the 3 and that's key because everybody
played the entire fourth quarter the other night. 3-on-1, Halliburton to top him.
For Halliburton.
And that's already
turnover.
McBride has come in for the first time. Count it right there.
Creating the defense. Toppin gets the pass, but Brunson right back at top.
On this series, the Pacers, that was their 3 on challenges, but keeping those been huge, Coach.
Game 1, Indiana's challenges down the stretch.
Second, and Brunson now has put in.
Halliburton also
scored on 8 of the lining up here, maneuvering, faking, and gathers, fires, and is
Contest there by Halliburton on the
question. I think he's looking over his shot. Wow.
Whoa! 8 of 41
inbounds. Bridges working on Halliburton.
Been almost impossible to stop.
Top. That's a 3.
And Halliburton.
Hard to the hole. And a foul. He took
first quarter. 3 of 3 in the paper.
Pascal Siakam picks up his saying the first 2 games were
up and down offensive game.
Today for the latest scores, highlights, and behind
one another. Mitchell Robinson gets off the bench to kind of match Robinson to keep him off the glass.
Achua is out. Anunoby back at that 20-point fourth quarter is a rebound by McBride. Gives him a 3 straight 16-point game. Neesmith will grab the ball, and here comes. He'll have the grabbed again by Hart. Corner, Brunson, 3. Anunoby in the way. The former teammates, 11.
Yeah, but the Pacers opposed their will. They just didn't. Oh, that's going to be a turnover. Because what is he, Coach?
Bod's out there that don't think blitz. Aaron Neesmith has
been about closing quarters in this series very well.
Brunson crowded.
Half-court area. Going to send. Yeah, that's a good call.
Go to the bench, but runs anyone other than Neesmith on.
3 here.
Played their best basketball in this series.
They do.
Coming into tonight.
These conference finals. And we just are in here.
Knicks are 13 a pass to Hart. Inside Robinson, knocked away quarter. It's McConnell. Beckham. And the quarters come to, and Indiana closes the 2025.
The 2 principals leading all by him, but how about Jalen Brown? The Knicks, Allie LaForce had a chance.
Shooting over 70, how do you make it so you're not trading back? Force them into the half court, and how critical it is to get that? Thank you, Coach.
Mathurin's missed this time. Deuce McBride out there with them. Time 30 seconds into the second quarter. Both Mathurin and Siakam and finding New York's ball. The shot clock at 4 points.
Very close to a turnover by Town.
During game 3, quick inbound. McBride.
Hart. Siakam will stay on rides.
Siakam a screen. Mathurin.
Coach, you and I have been somewhat critical
in this series. Trying to climb over that defense with a...
I'm surprised he got away with this. Look how he's... It's collapsed in there. There's nothing.
Number 1.
Very fortunate he didn't pick up.
Towns pickpocketed but through traffic. And the Knicks will attack.
Wow. Can't give him space.
In transition. Back down the Knicks' throat. And then the Knicks.
There is a foul on the play. It's on the Indiana. His second personal foul. Down.
The Knicks willing to run.
I think that you always can have that pace of a game for 48 minutes.
Bradley is gone. Turner back in for Inman. Deuce McBride just checked out. The whistle as McConnell was driving. That's it.
Yep, there's the hole.
That's a pretty obvious.
Silly fouls like that.
Big set in the screen when the guard goes on. He's under. You've got to be careful and get the offensive foul.
Nobi, step back, 19-footer.
5% from the field, 67%. If you're Coach Thibodeau.
58%. Good feed, Shepard on the cut.
On his tailbone, and he's still down.
To get up is Landry Shamet.
Not just waiting in that corner for the
last timeout. Shamet. It's the ball now, Shepard on him. Mathurin. And scoops it in with the...
Miles Turner, the taller player, just being able to have his way, and he's reckoning. I'm going to use my handles and just here Turner over these last 2 ball games.
Well, Signis and how he plays, lock in and stop it.
Hart grabs the to the rack, knocked away. Turner with the in the half. That will go on
a good no call there on the goal.
Smaller player like Siakam. It doesn't matter. He can go left.
I agree. I would take away his left hand. Would sit on his left hand and make him take up with the big.
Oh, that's double dribble.
Have a terrific takeaway at the other end. McConnell. Mathurin on the perimeter. with 8:10 to go in the. Reggie, let's back up just a second. You clearly into tonight the pressure of this game.
They went up 20. That was almost like a free game for New York. All the juices flowing. Their series is tied too, going back.
Absolutely, that puts us back. If you can break here, overlooking
Your
by
college career.
astounding.
Yes,
Okay, you
yes,
are overlooking.
yes, I want to be clear.
Okay.
3 of 5 from the field.
A great start the first 3 games
In this series, he is now 9. Towns will back his way into turn. In the corner, 3, got it. Warriors.
What a find by OG.
It's McConnell.
Now the offense spurting back in the ballgame.
Anunoby, hard timeout. We are tied at 51. Getting it in, and it's a 9-2.
In these conference finals, Denzel was going to kill him if he didn't. So when Denzel calls, he's got to go.
Is in. Here's a shot by Nimmo. Catherine is out. A lot of changes for Indiana and for Towns. Broken up by Nice.
series, they've lost the turnover battle.
And here comes DeLon Wright. Towns trying to work on the defensive turn.
Possession by New York. Got
Hart the rebound. He's got 4.
One pass shot. The ball movement
down dramatically, and that's in the Knicks' favor.
Towns the drive. 5:42 of the second. And
bowling ball rolling downhill. Down goes over.
Well, there probably should have been either guy their third foul.
Like it was in that fourth quarter of game 3.
The Pacers in the regular NBA tonight on TNT from downtown.
And I would say he can go either way. Much more comfortable.
Oh, look at this. The steal and inside.
Steal and giving it right back.
Halliburton.
Position.
Run by the Knicks. Towns again. Kobe. Triple. Rebound.
Double team him in the post. Squared up. Where does he want to go? Game. First time in the series. Shamet made his first appearance.
Yeah, but even in blue and Jalen Brunson again. I know when you need buckets.
A plus minus.
Right. Now, a lot of player for Indiana.
Works his way in and scoops it high.
Halliburton is this aggressive. Things you
Burton is at 4 threes already here in the first down. Towns driving. Knocked away. Picks it.
every time.
Brunson driving in hard here. Will set up with a good cut by Brunson on a terrific. In the playoffs, and Turner with a nice twist and
at the other end. You know,
as it has all series, the turnovers burning. Now 17
Halliburton will wind up and take one. Brunson hard charging right up.
For yelling pace.
Here's what he told us. He said the possession numbers are going 3 Halliburton. And a foul called, counted.
Here's a rest for Towns.
His place. Bradley comes in for Turner. Point play.
After that, you can see Rick Carlisle.
Halliburton.
That's the first 3 in a while here.
Started 6 of 8, Reggie.
Continues way down the lane. Got it to go. Foul.
Man.
A lot of guys lay on the floor.
Game 3.
Well, we're best stop the other one.
Quickly down court. Bridges is that
Shot.
I like if he
Didn't have numbers. He had no chance at an off.
fouled as he was flying. So far, so good.
ball, but coach, to your point, I've been so screening rolls.
Charleston, South Carolina. Into first half. What you seen? The 3 over Bradley.
What?
Neesmith, low to 3.
I'll tell you what, Halliburton, 9 assists.
Pacers on a 6, game 4. Brunson's on a 6-0 run. Harvard, Siakam, Halliburton. It's a shot by Siakam to get the shot. So to begin the second half. And Anunoby, the Knicks 5. And they have and it's a 2-on-1 with the trailer in
10th turnover. And at 13 points off the turnover.
Another turnover.
Another turnover behind. It's Indiana's ball.
How you wanted to start the third. At half, coach, the pace. You don't want.
In the series, fast break point with the rebound. It's Brunson. And Neesmith is pounds with 14. They'll still Nimhard free.
Siakam the possession before and in transition.
Is over Halliburton. And 2 games to 1. Halliburton 3.
That's tall.
Knicks are shooting 40. Siakam,
which is impressive considering what he has to fighting over every screen. His body just keeps working.
Event 6 possessions, the second half to the second quarter. Racketa, 2 right there. Neesmith.
Get the ball in quick.
Robinson picked up number.
Who their point guard is not.
They are 11 of 11. 2.5 and now at -8.5.
They push the ball, but more importantly, you'll throw it ahead.
Ankle in game 3, weren't sure. Just with a lot of traffic. Towns
didn't even see him coming because he was busy trying.
10-point game, Siakam. They bring Robinson.
Great close out there by Mitchell Robinson. Turner, the best coming down the lane.
Give Mitchell attention to him, and they've done a good job.
3. Rebound.
There you go. Reverse jinx. Reggie said, and Towns takes it, he throw. He's 20 for 52 in these plays.
Bradley probably for Turner. Another
4 in game 2 and 0-2 in games from the line.
I call that how he started the playoffs. Look at this.
The Celtics just kept putting him up.
And the Knicks are saying it's their ball, but the so Bradley is.
What a game for Neesmith.
It's Anunoby with the bum shot clock at 9. Towns will work here. Carving, shooting, missing.
On the glass again.
In an 8-point game. He can drive, and he hits the break.
Towns guards you on the perimeter.
Carl Anthony Towns. Picked up by Robinson. 3 Towns.
I mean, Carl Anthony Towns, a great shooter.
The other way, the twirling Siakam. Halliburton 3. For New York.
Halliburton gone.
The back to Towns in the switch with Neesmith.
Early, I mean, he took one dribble.
They counted it.
I don't know about
it. And wrap him up.
I agree.
And 19 points. Halliburton weaves, drives, scoops.
Good minutes here, keeping balls alive.
Robinson, number 4.
I like the conversation. Out to guard Brunson.
The difference from Shepard. The screen to go, and now he goes. He has to stay attached.
But, Coach, I understand. Why are they going over the top? I would think that's almost at half court.
But I do think, though, my guess is to wear on Jalen Brunson.
It's a look-away feed for 2 and trying to
not stay in attack.
Josh Hart is in for the New York.
I think Brunson might have gotten fouled. Yeah, because they think the out-of-bounds call was wrong.
Looking at it right
and
here.
And he will be shooting 2 free throws. They were only 1 for 3 on Tain. One more challenge.
Taking a look at the upcoming playoff schedule. Game 5 with an 8:30 tip on TNT. We shift back to the Garden in New York. 8 o'clock Eastern. App and Brunson will be at the
reviews. Extra time.
Was looking a little tired.
And in the second half for Deuce. 3. Rebound
harder against Neesmith than he does.
Neesmith with him out is -13. On the fly, whistle on the floor.
For the game, saying that, and we're certainly seeing it.
Brunson has a chance here to match.
Brunson at the free throw.
Opponent's free throw attempts of anybody, 22 free throw attempts a game.
Turner, McConnell is.
What a move there by
Brunson fighting.
Shot clock running down.
His way into the paint.
Hard. That the Pacers cannot in the door. This bodes well for them.
Timeout Indiana. With terrific.
He sees Brunson go. At their timeout, +7. That's already 13 turnovers from New York.
2.
That's a long. I mean, these are NBA players. Yes.
It's McBride and McConnell. Towns.
I think they're going to take a look at this.
It's a warm-up shot. I saw him out here doing it.
Got this off. Here's the drill. Did the foul happen first, though?
Yes, that's...
You don't want that rest for the Knicks.
O'Connell, top three. With the rebound.
Christ, Hart didn't push it harder than that.
No move right there from your center.
Absolutely.
Carl
Anthony
inside.
Towns.
Brunson with the... Trail in the series in that category. Turner triple.
Mikal Bridges pushing top of that.
Bridges.
And that's what we've talked...
To the line. Been a factor for Indiana.
Sure has. He's getting up Brunson full court. I want you... I'm going to go by...
Fresh off the bench. But here, the Pacers have put them spin a free throw mark.
Leading the Knicks with 25 and now 9 at the line. And Tony Bradley will come in for... Shot clock at 3. Halliburton for 3.
Anticipating the switch.
Tyrese Halliburton tonight is at 5.
Watch the mechanic.
Hard way. Gets 2 right there. Halliburton. Triple.
And Mathurin having words.
Here he is after a short to the third. Shepard is on Brunson. Quick blitz. Grabbed by Towns with a whistle.
At the other end with one.
Towns and Harden cutting Anunoby at the fourth.
Now remember, it was this unit.
Inside McConnell. The twister.
In game 3, it was 80 points after 3 for instance to win this one.
Anunoby with a lot of Indiana Pacers. Fresh. The bench after that 13-point third. Shepard was going for the ball.
I'll tell you.
And there's the contact by Hart.
Miscommunication. Indiana's scoring easily anyway.
Shamet 3, bullseye.
Drew that big offensive foul on.
It's Siakam sidestepping and Sienna. It's McBride. Shamet and Shepard. Rebound. McConnell on the move.
2 to go.
Brunson is still collected. Shot clock.
He's made a couple of those.
18 for OGM.
See, this can get the Knicks going here.
Clock again is deep, and he traveled.
Run in the fourth. Here's the block shot. Clock running down. Runs back to...
Great job by Siakam.
There's a foul on Towns. Hooked him.
And turnover number 15.
Looking for a cutter.
And Indiana's got to take care of the ball.
Anunoby. Anunoby collects. Townsend. Knocked away.
Foul.
They did on DeLon Wright. But Indiana gets very close to your 3rd straight turnover. To loose ball.
Before they go.
That's Josh Hart. That's not a foul on Josh Hart.
You got to let these two teams play it out.
To avoid that. Halliburton back in right now.
Towns number 4.
As Brunson.
I think
the Knicks.
And you know what? If you're a
Shamet's
player, it's not doing anything to the play.
Indiana's in the bonus now for the final 7.
2 times in a row. And this.
Now, Pacers take advantage of 7.
Line tonight and from Indianapolis, the end. Mathurin 6 of 6, 16 points.
Carlisle is a guy he believes in. You can see more of Benedict Mathurin today.
Intercepted backboard and ricochets to the Knicks by Indiana. Helped by Siakam in a foul call.
Well, Indiana gambling a little. A good find by Brunson.
7 points, 9 rebounds. Coming.
Not just in this series.
Means nothing.
Will make a move. Neesmith will set a screen on another one by Hart. Good feed, Anunoby cutting, faking.
The Knicks are going to the line for the 30-second clock stop.
And they this season in minutes played. Hart, and I think it was a mutual to that story.
The inside scoop on that story, so we're going to get in the decision to not start Josh Hart. There were reports that it was a contentious decision if it was best for the team. He said it was a little talking about what it would look like and what to get the ball rolling. So he made sure. I cannot. So he's been incredible. He knows that he doesn't have to necessarily.
With the lean and a shove and
OG versus Nembhard. Karl Anthony Towns, and he slipped for.
Anunoby is at the line.
Yes, and that has become another ongoing. The public by storm, the media by storm. Nobody in this league. He has not attended.
Thank you for the updates. Anunoby has it, and Anunoby will try to trigger it.
All this in Game 3 when they made the run because the Pacers didn't score, but
which they have not been able to do for me.
That is a big three for Bridges.
They're beating that three-point ball.
It's a 10-point game. Rebound, Towns.
This time,
the Knicks want him to
that's what you call making sure.
Oh, yeah, just making sure he didn't.
3 of 5 from the line. The French Open coverage of the second.
Starting to split it here down the stretch.
Well, we talked about everything's half court.
It's Nembhard up top. Shot clock down to 7. Rebound. Turner was in regulation.
The best thing Indiana can do.
And if you're New York, continue.
Halliburton with 30. Brunson's got the ball. Shot it in. It's a 10. It's a 3. Siakam.
My goodness.
On top, Brunson. Another hit. He sticks.
Help's been ultra aggressive tonight. Body more. So he has a chance.
Up and through.
And he's 6 feet off of him.
Timeout taken. Switch on defense. Bridges up on a 2-point shot. Inside.
The ball alive past the rush shot by Nembhard. Shocks it to Turner.
Indiana Pacers. Reggie said at night.
How valuable will free throws be down the
And Towns. In, up, 14 assists. On top, Neesmith into Anunoby.
Well, they're both down on that one.